Welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. This is a coon skinning video. Now, I don't claim to be an expert fur handler. I don't even attempt to really sell fur. Most of what I do with fur is skin it for my own use. I'm going to plan to make some coon skin hats. May sell them on the channel, may put them on the Etsy store. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. It'll have a lot to do with how the tanning goes. There's been times tanning has worked out wonderful. Sometimes tanning don't go so good. So, you know, you get a product. And I have a various array of knives that I like to use. So we're going to get this coon right here. I have got one that we just got out of the traps this morning. You've seen in another video, we caught two. I've already skinned one. Checked. I had a lot of people said, yes, we want to see the skinning video. So what I have chosen to do is put the skinning in a total different video. That way the people that don't want to see it know what it's about and don't have to watch it, okay? So that's the way I'm going to handle it. And I don't really think YouTube's got a problem with it. We may not can monetize it, but hey, we ain't in this for the money. We're doing it because we like it. We want to share a good life. So the reason we skinning these and showing skinning is I don't just kill animals to be killing them. I've waited till it got cold weather so that I could do something with the fur. If I'm going to kill it, I'm going to skin it. I'm going to do something with it if I can. There's times that is not possible. So let me get him hung up, get everything together, and show you how we do this. So one other thing I wanted to mention. I had a comment popped up on my squirrel skinning video the other day. This real intelligent fella, he said, we a minute and a half into the video and you're just now touching the squirrel. Well, I don't make videos for people with short attention spans. This is entertainment TV as well as educational. So we're going to call it educational entertainment. Come on, this ain't short videos. If your attention span's about that long, you probably need to go watch some AI generated videos. They would be for your viewing pleasure. Come on, this is going to be a lot longer. Now, according to what I can see on the, and I'm fixing to have to move these two. I got some duke traps hanging up here over my head. I'm going to have to move them back because they are hitting me in the noggin. Okay, I can see in the video, and I want y'all to see this right here is the fat that came off of this other raccoon. These things are fat, showing up. So what I do with the fat, it makes a good oil for woods and things when it renders, putting it in a coffee can to save it. So I'll try to lighten the video up a little bit. I know it's kind of dark looking. This is the two knives. Now I made this knife. This is the old Pakistan one. I got one I made like it. I was just had this one around here to leave laying around here. This is what I like to do all my first cuts, cutting around the face, all that with, and then most of the general skinning with this, which ain't a lot. A lot of times if you'll go ahead and skin them as soon as you catch them, they're a lot easier to skin. I've heard people say various other things, but I don't find that to be the case. I like to get all this done before rigor mortis really sets in, and it has been, I've had a lot going on this morning, so we getting close. It's been a couple of hours. Let me make sure I am, trying to make sure I stay in the frame because I'll get to flopping this. Let me back that camera up a hair. Now then, so with these sharp pointed knives, you can just kind of stick that in there. And you cut toward the tail. All right. Now that I've got that done, I come back here around the edge of this foot. I don't want to cut through nothing but the skin. And y'all, I ain't trying to see how fast I can do this. I know a lot of people when they start skinning, they want to see show you how fast they are at it. I don't do fast. I try to do quality. And to do quality, so then you grab it And you just pull that down some. And I'll show you why. I don't have a skinning machine. I do everything pretty much old school. Well, the other coon I skinned, I cleaned him completely and put him, and then we're going to do just like I do a deer. We're going to notch behind this tendon. All right. Then we hangs him right on that. Ah, well, sir, that can come back off. That ain't right. Oh, and then I got that where I can adjust it. So let me. Now, y'all forgive all the junk in the background. I'm trying to keep everything. So I take and then right above the anus, I cut, stick that knife in there, and I cut toward my other cut. All right. So then from there, I can cut right here. Now I am not cleaning this one for the meat, so sometimes if I am, I do a little more diligent about getting the glands and stuff as I'm doing this process here. All right, so cause right here, you've got to know, like that gland out of this back leg, if you're gonna eat them, you got to make sure you get that out. Oh. Well, I have trouble with it. So it's a little gray looking ball, and you can see it look about the size of a black-eyed pea or something in there. You save them if you're making lures, so I always try to get them for if I decide to make coon lure, gland lure, or whatever. I don't make a lot of lures. Now from here, most of this you can do like that. Now, like I said, I do everything old school. I don't have tail skinners and strippers and all of that stuff. So I split this tail down as far as I can. I pinch, split the hair, and there's probably better, faster ways to do it. I just, for whatever reason, I started doing it this way, and I stop about right there. And then I got me 2 old privet sticks. And with a good greasy raccoon, you pinch them in between. You run the tail through right there, and then you can squeeze down on it. So, and then I try to turn sideways, make sure you're above where the slipped, re-grip. Tails out. I could have probably done that a little bit faster, but like I said, I am trying to. And sometimes I don't split this tail on out until I'm over on the flesh and beam. But we're gonna, and we may flesh this, I don't know, we'll see in this video. I mean, I'm definitely gonna flesh it. And a good set of tail strippers and stuff really is worth their money, but you know how country boy is, he. Oh, we didn't want that to happen. Oh, Lord. That is not what we wanted. Oh, boy. A lot of times I can peel that joker all. The other one I peeled him all the way down to his head. So when they want to be difficult, that's where this knife comes in. Be careful, be careful, be careful. You'll cut the hide right like this, because you can't see now where nothing is at. And I know y'all probably can't see, so I am staying angled with my hide. It's good to do this because everything don't always go as planned, you see. Now we back away from all of that. We clean, well, a little bit right here. We need some. And it's supposed to, that one pull supposed to come all the way down to right there. Reach in there and grab your legs. Pull them as far as you can. And either knife you want to use right here, I try to go past that joint, and then I just cut. Now, if you want to feed on what you're doing, being I'm gonna probably be making hats, I don't need the feet. And if you're gonna sell the meat, you need to leave a foot on it for most people. And that is because around here in Mississippi, back there, people got to selling possums and everything else, and cheating people, you know. So you had to got where you had to leave a foot on it to prove what you had. Now I like this back here, so I just take my time. Now this face, I am a stickler about. I want to make sure I do a good job. And I may be getting I shot him right at the top of the head too. Tried to zoom that camera in for y'all just a little bit so you can better see. And I know the lighting and all of that ain't just great out here. So I could start to see these ears showing up right there. I go ahead back here and cut all the way through that ear. Now, while you're skinning this, if you're paying attention good, and sometimes I don't, you can keep a lot of that meat and stuff off of you if you'll take more time here where you ain't got as much face fleshing to do. Because I find that fleshing them faces is the hardest thing about this when you want to tan it. So right here with this eye, pull that eye as much as you can. And that's why I like this good sharp pointed knife. I can pinch that and and cut in towards the, so when I find it, let me do it the other hand, you ain't gonna be able to see. I cut in towards his eye, that way I don't really do, and I didn't do a real good job on that one, but you wanna try not to cut into them eyelids too much. If you're gonna do a face tan, I don't know that I'm gonna do faces, but what you do is when you start tanning and making stuff, then you start looking at what you got and you pick the best ones for the best. I said I was going to put a glove on, didn't I? But I have tried to keep that hand back out of the blood as much as possible. But now I'll tell y'all what I am going to do. I'll go get the peroxide and the alky rub. So I just kind of keep your knife angled in toward the body of the animal. And be careful on this nose when you cut through it. You don't cut back into the other. I have done that. You got to cut in behind that tooth. I'm trying to take my time, but just all about all right, there we go. So you have got a fur case skin. So I've cut this to somewhat of a point. That makes that a whole lot better. I tried to use old wood logs and stuff, and you can use anything you want to use. But this is better, I'm just gonna tell you. This PVC pipe. I think this is 3-inch maybe, I don't know, 3 ID, maybe 4. But I'm holding this by hand. I got some pliers over here that I clamp with, but they stick up and you can't get right up against that head. And for me, y'all, all this flesh and stuff seems a lot easier while this thing is fresh. So be careful around your ears. You'll hang in there and tear it sure as the world. So I ain't doing a lot of pressure. And a lot of times I won't get all of this. I'll wait till I get it on a board, and then I can kind of clean that face up some more later. I'll start right behind these ears. Works better if you keep your blade clean. Now, I made this flashing knife. I tried to use some of them old dull ones you can buy on the, I don't know, at the fur trading places. They sell them. A lot of the trapping places sell them old dull knives. And I tried using it. There's people that religiously believe in them, but I hadn't had no good luck with them. They caused me to do some very poor tanning jobs because it wasn't getting all that membrane off. See how we going? And I ain't putting a lot of downward pressure. We just kind of slicing and scraping. Got some stuff right there that ain't wanting to. But now these are some fat raccoons. Now they've been eating plenty of corn. We've been feeding them good. I've been hanging them around. My dad's sighting his guns in. He's getting excited about deer season. I've been keeping around because they've raided my corn patch for the last time. I mean, I had a big patch of corn. And I didn't get a 5-gallon bucket full out of it hardly. And then the boll weevils got the rest of it. I think after I shucked it, I wound up with a little old box full of corn. And I said that won't happen to me no more. No, sir. I'm gonna thin these rascals out. Next year when I pick my corn, I'm gonna wear one of these hats when I do it. Careful, if you stick your knife straight up and down like this, don't go sideways, it'll go right through it. And be careful around these legs. I slow down. I am bad to get in a hurry. So right here, just slow down. If that hide wads up, let off of it. Let it peel more than you actually cutting and scraping. And you can do the back side of your knife if you need to. Do some on there, but I'm gonna leave it and get it later once it's on the board. So my phone kicked the bucket while I was filming. I don't know what part of this you lost. At least I caught it in time. So be careful right here around these privates. There is actually a bone in there. I need to get that out. A lot of people save that bone. Some people cut it all out when they skinning it. I didn't. Phone, I didn't film so much stuff this morning for y'all. I'm trying to create y'all some content. I done used all the storage up on my phone. That's why it died. All right, we got... We're gonna have to cut that bone out. All right, pull it out that way, it'll come right out. A lot of coon fat. Now you got that out of the way, it's a lot easier to flesh. Now we'll do another video toward the end of the season and we'll see how much better I've got at this, because practice goes a long way after you've done it about. This is the first two I have skint in quite a while. In fact, I don't think I skint many last year. I don't think I even trapped last year. Now we're getting over here to the tail. I told y'all a lot of times that this is where I actually split the tail on down a lot of times, but no, we done it. So you gotta be careful right here. You'll cut it half in two now, hen. And it's better if you hold that straight. Ah. All right. We pretty well done. So from here, I'll take him and turn him right side back out. And then there's water. We're gonna get all the blood off the outside of him. Ooh, that water's cold, y'all. Ah, sling some water on y'all. All right, got one hanging right here. I'm gonna hang out right there. We're gonna let them drip dry, and then this afternoon late, I'll board them. So, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors, skinning and fleshing a raccoon. Y'all wanted to see it, I provided it for you. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things, the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.